Hoe word je een zelfmoordterrorist? De Frans-Marokkaanse regisseur Nabil Ayouch maakt er een film over. Getiteld Les chevaux de Dieu. This film is based on the terrorist attacks on, May 16th, 2003 in Casablanca. Or rather, it's inspired by. Why did you take it into the realm of fiction?
Well, actually, it's first of all an adaptation of a book called The Stars of City Women, which itself is inspired by the terrorist attack of May 16, 2003 in Casablanca.
Why did the book appeal to you?
Well, what I did before is to begin the writing of a script on this topic 1 year before the book went out.
And that was, when did it come out?
In 2010. The thing is, I had the opportunity to read the book then and to see that everything that was inside the book was exactly the story I was writing. On the other hand, so I stopped the writing of the script and I decided to adapt the book.
شو لقيت على البياسة ديال الموطور نادية
أبارك من تبوعيرة الكاميرا ترتمي يخلق قبل ما يجيو باش تجي تفي ما مشات شابه وتما قدم دوما تاد البياسة الباموسة بعالي ب10 دراهم اسمع شي وياك يقاول بك حضي منه واخا عدو اللحية تخمم عدك يخونك يلا سير.
The bombings were in 2003. Why did it take so many years for you to get close to the subject?
Because I'm not a journalist and because I don't have the duty to react right on time, because I need to build my point of view, because I need also to decide if I want to talk about it or not, and because also the days after the suicide bombings, I shot a documentary film about the victims, those who died, who lost family member, those who were in the places where the attack took place and were injured, and I've heard them. I've heard how they suffered, and at that time I was probably convinced that the victims were only on one side, and it took me years to know and to make sure that the victims were on both sides, and also those 20 years old boys that were sent to kill themselves and to kill innocent people were also victims for me in that story.
عمر عليه واحد فؤاد عمر عليه من باكاش ياسين حبس نبيل عندك نبيل يوضع عندك
Sidi Moment is this shanty town where the real suicide bombers were living before the attacks and were born. Actually, I knew that place because I've been shooting there 2 or 3 times, documentary films, but also some scenes of a previous feature film called Alizawa, and so I knew people there. I knew the area pretty well because I had to scout there for months and months, and that's why I was traumatized when I've heard that all those suicide bombers came from this neighborhood. So I decided to go back there and to talk with the population and to try to understand how this could have happened. And that's during this process that I understood that the victims were on both sides.
يا شي يا شي راه خوك جا ما تمشي تشوفو يلا يلا راه بالي حدا القهوه
سير الساحل سير
والخدمه كملها من البحر اجلس من الارض راجل لا راجل سير سير ها لا
سامحوني يا شباب مشان نشوف الاخضر تفضل
Hamid and Yashin, adult, but also Hamid, young, is from Sidi Moment. Fouad, in the film, also the brother of Rizlan, is from Sidi Moment. So lots of them are from Sidi Moment, actually. And lots of them also knew the real suicide bombers of May 16, 2003, because, for example, Hamid was approximately their age. And they played on the same playground, and they prayed on the same mosques. So some of them were like relations for them.
But they weren't tempted themselves. They weren't included in the plans.
No, because the two main actors, even if they were born, they lived all their life, and they still live today in this shanty town. They have a family, they have an education, and they many barriers that hinder them to walk on the other side. Yeah. So it doesn't mean that because you were born in a shanty town, you were born miserable, that you will turn to suicide bombers. Otherwise, there will be millions or
all over the world
of suicide bombers. There are many, many reasons.
جلسوا. هنا غتلقاو الطريق الصحيح وراحة البال بالصلاة. بالصلاة مع الإخوة ديالكم غتزادوا الثقة في نفوسكم. حتى أنا كبرت في الدرب ودرت كعيات بحالكم وخلصتها غالية، لكن بإقامتكم الصلاة وبالرفقة الصالحة ديال إخوانكم غتصبحوا شجعان. حميد إنسان قوي الآن، وفي المستقبل وبمساعدة أخوكم زيد حتى أنتم إن شاء الله غتصبحوا أقوياء بإذن الله.
One of the most shocking things in the film for me was that we see how a 12-year-old is casually raped by another boy. Why did you put it in, or was it in the book? Or?
It was in the book, this rape, yes. There were some other things in the book which I decided not to put, but this was in the book. And this also is part of their life. The way they learn sexuality is not the right way, because sexuality is a taboo, because you should not go with a girl without being married, because there is no place for love, because there is no place for this intimacy, and because the homosexuality, and sometimes it's not even real homosexuality, it's the way you learn sexuality for boys is between boys, and for girls is between girls. But this rape in the film shows more than that. It shows also the way Hamid, the big brother, wants to settle his authority on this group, and especially to show to his young brother that Nabil is not the reference, the other guy, it's him, Hamid, the reference for him, and it will stay like that.
He's called Nabil, you're called Nabil. Is that a coincidence, or?
It is a coincidence. It's the Nabil of the book is the Nabil of the film. So because it bothered me at a certain time, I decided to change the name, but I tried to find another name and I couldn't. And then I also asked myself, why should it be the only name that I change, just because it's also my name? So I decided to let it like that.
TV-series op het internet, oftewel webseries, zijn soms verrassend leuk. Zoals de lesbische comedy-serie Sloop.
Is that your little girl?
Yeah, she's so brave, claiming her emotions.
She's running out in traffic. Oh, so
She'll be
spirited.
fine. We thought maybe that she had post-traumatic stress disorder because of this class she was taking, a baby Alexander technique. And yeah, she had something weird incident with the instructor, Jenny, and her mother is high-strung, let's be honest. So it's a lot to handle.
You're such an active male primary caregiver. I hope you don't mind my saying, but I have to tell you, it just makes me want to fornicate with men again.
Oh, you're lesbians?
I'm Desiree, yeah.
Oh, hey.
This is
Ben. Oh, great to meet you.
Great to meet you.
Hey, what's up, bro?
Hey.
Whoa, you have a serious fiber there.
Ingrid, my co-creator, and I were both classmates at NYU's graduate film program, and we were dating at the time. So we spent all our time together, and of course, I spent none of that time doing the homework I was supposed to do for school. And we were both directing students. We lived in Park Slope, which is a very, it's a neighborhood where the lesbians coexist with the very, I'm trying to use words that are not Brooklyn-centric, so aggressive parents, you know, very aggressively liberal type A parents who analyze their child's development. And so there's like this push and pull of two very, what's the word I'm looking for, is push and pull of two very socially conscious, politically correct, anal people. And in the middle of it, we found the two of us who were very politically incorrect, as a couple, as everything, you know. And I think that made for a lot of comedy. How old is she?
She is going to be 38 months tomorrow. Hey, we're having a little party. You should come by.
I would love that.
Yeah, it's BYO Swiss chard, though.
All the better. I prefer to bring my own.
Okay.
Hey, she just said she wants a muffin, so I'm gonna take her in. And...
No! Don't do that! I'm sorry, I just screamed at you just now. It's just that you don't know what's inside these things. I mean, what are the ingredients of a muffin? We can't be feeding them this stuff all willy-nilly. Did you read Jenny McCarthy's book?
No.
I mean, why don't we go get her vaccinated while we're at it?
I'm so sorry. She's not a mother. She doesn't know these things.
Clearly not.
Weren't you scared to put it online?
Yes, I was very scared. I hadn't come out to, my family's from Iran. I was raised in New York City, but my whole family's from Iran, and I go there quite often. I have citizenship there, and I was a little worried. You know, actually, I think I was scared like 2 weeks after putting it on. I think I put it on with abandon, and then then realized that this was officially my coming out as bisexual to everybody I knew, and that very graphic details about my sex life would be posted all over, and now I've embraced it.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
It's a surprise.
Ta-da! What is that?
It's a Snuggie.
Why do you have it on a Snuggie?
My aunt gave it to me. It's homemade. She made it for me.
Oh my god.
Isn't that cool?
Why do you have it on now, though?
Because I was cold.
Okay. Well, why don't you take it off?
Working in television in America, I think, is slightly cooler than doing TV in Europe. This is a guess of mine. I don't know, but Martin Scorsese does have a TV show, which makes me think that there's a bit more prestige, which also makes me think that, you know, there's web series are a stepping stone, not to make films necessarily, but to make television. And right now in the States, a lot of money and production value and attention is going towards high concept television series. So perhaps people in America are so interested in making web series because they want to bridge that gap. Make their own content to be able to showcase their talents and then show that to, you know, a television production company.
Having noted both the cut and make of the girls' equestrian attire, Tolstoy's standard prep school lit Anna Karenina, and the rather precocious Lolita sunglasses that rested on the nightstand, Arthur rendered the girl could be no older than 17, and most likely was younger.
Chloe, you're gonna be late for school.
Shit. What are the best tips you can give young creators for making a web series?
Make a scenario, get in, get out quickly. The shorter the better. That's my advice. My other advice is don't be precious, don't spend too much money, and don't worry about production value or stars or whatever. Just do something that like genuinely makes you laugh, and don't share it with too many people before you make it. Just do it.
Spring Breakers is een film over 4 vriendinnen, gespeeld door onder meer Vanessa Hudgens en Selena Gomez. Ze wonen samen in een saai studentenhuis en willen heel graag op vakantie, maar ze hebben geen geld. Om toch die ultieme vakantie voor elkaar te krijgen zijn ze bereid heel ver te gaan. Zo ver dat ze in de criminaliteit belanden. Daarna hebben ze wel een hele leuke vakantie. Wat vond je van de film?
Huh? Ja,
ik vond het wel trippy.
Het was een beetje bizar. Was wel leuk.
Wat vond je van de film?
Niet zo.
Ja, vet.
Lion King ben je geweest, toch?
Ja, nee, Bambi ben ik geweest.
Oh, Bambi.
Ik denk dat ik iets gemist heb in mijn opvoeding. Spring Break blijkbaar. Dat is het echt helemaal.
Ik weet het niet.
Nou, u hoeft de microfoon niet te slaan. Mag jij iets vragen? Heel kort. Mag jij iets vragen? Mag ik jullie iets vragen?
Nee.
Ha, ja, jij. Wil er iemand met mij praten? Wat was jouw gekste vakantie?
Oeh, dat is een moeilijke. Jeetje. Geen idee.
Ben je wel eens op vakantie geweest?
Ja. Ga ik jammer niet voor de tv.
Tipje van de sluier?
Het was heel gek.
Hier in Nederland heb ik dit soort dingen een beetje meegemaakt in Noordwijk, maar veel verder niet.
Maar gewoon een beetje kotsen. Voor de rest niet heel veel.
Op iemand?
Ja, 1 keer wel. Ja.
Nou ja, minimaal 3 mensen vermoord en ergens nog iemand achtergelaten op het strand.
Niet. Kon je je identificeren met de hoofdrolspelers?
Nee, niet bepaald, nee. Nee.
Waarom niet?
Omdat het mooie meisjes waren die hele gekke dingen deden in mijn ogen. Die ik niet helemaal snapte.
Oké, maar ben jij nooit een gekke meid geweest?
Nee.
James Franco zegt in de film dat het leven draait om bikinis en grote billen. Deel je die mening?
Nee.
Nou, ik heb die opmerking gemist, maar daar ga ik dan nog even over nadenken.
Nee.
Waar draait het leven dan om?
Losgeslagen zijn, denk ik.
Ja, wel een beetje plezier maken, maar niet zo gek als dit.
Liefde, jongen.
Liefde.
Zeker.
Mooi.